Welcome back. Glad that you're joining us again today. We are continuing with the story of the two disciples on the road to Emmaus. Let's pick up reading verse 28. We're only going to read through verse 35 today. So they drew near to the village to which they were going. He, Jesus, acted as if he were going further, but they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is now far spent." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at table with them, he took the bread and blessed and broke it and gave it to them. And their eyes were open and they recognized him. And he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Did not our hearts burn within us while he talked with us on the road, while he opened to us the scriptures?" And they rose that same hour and returned to Jerusalem. And they found the 11 and those who were with them gathered together, saying, "The Lord has indeed risen. He has appeared to Simon." Then they told what had happened on the road and how he was known to them in the breaking of the bread. Great story. I enjoyed this part about how they said, "Stay with us, for it is evening. The day is far spent. Come on in." In other words, almost saying, we want to hear more of what you have to say. So as they gathered with him, and they broke the bread, as in the Last Supper, similar situations. Maybe this was even the feast that they were doing in remembrance of Jesus, right? So it says that they saw and they recognized him. They believed that it was indeed Jesus. I'm guessing they set a record for a 7-mile run on the way back to Jerusalem, excited to tell everybody what they had found. They found the 12, and others gathered there with them. And a group, it sounds like, we're starting to gather. Yesterday, it was just the 11 that the women saw. And now we hear that there are more there as well. And they were told that Peter had seen the risen Lord. Interesting, because we don't have that narrative in Luke. Others have that narrative, but here we find something new, right? Here they come and say, they told what had happened on the road, how he was made known to them in the breaking of the bread. They shared with them what Jesus had given them, what they had learned from Jesus. He had appeared to the women, and then to Peter, and now to these two disciples. And the growth is happening, expanding the circle of knowing who had seen and experienced the resurrection. God wants all people to know his son Jesus, to know what he has done, why he has come, and why he will return again. Trust in Jesus. And at this point, as we see the whole circle expanding of those who believe in the resurrection, soon many, many more will know as the church grows and expands. But we're not there yet. We have a couple more days left of looking at this passage. And following this, I am going to take a few weeks off. It's been a long, busy Lenten season, but I'm going to reschedule each of the weekdays, some studies that we have done in the past couple of years so that you might be able to be refreshed on those and still have something. And then once the middle of May comes or so, then I will be back at it. We'll continue with some more lessons, new lessons at that point. But tomorrow, Friday, a couple new lessons as we wrap up this book of Luke. Can't wait to share more with you then. God bless.